Hey Internet, I'm the Cow Says Moo, and I'm just here doing a little bit of testing and preparation for my upcoming 1.4.2 Let's Play series, and thought it might be interesting to do just a little bit of recording of it. Right now I'm mostly playing around with the new version of Mystcraft. There's a few changes, and I'm fiddling around with some symbol settings and just trying to decide what I might want to do for my skyblock age in the Let's Play series. So I thought I'd just kind of show off some of the changes here a little bit, and we'll get some of my decision-making process on camera, or fake camera, as it were. So let's get a few description books down here. That's good enough. And we'll just start working on some of these. The first thing that I noticed, obviously, when I was working on some of the new ones, I was trying to figure out, like, say, what sky color I wanted. So I just went to the sky and added a couple sky colors and went to terrain generation and told it to create standard terrain. And, well, I'll show you what happened when I did that. We'll go into sky here. Let's see, black fog. I like black fog. We'll go maybe chromatic sky, or chromatic sunset. And white clouds, and I don't know, let's go with red and blue sky. So I just did that, and in previous versions what it would do would fill in all those other symbols and probably have a world that was unstable and starting to collapse, but that was it. You'd at least be able to go in there and kind of fool around and mess with it and see what it was. But in this version, when you do that, you show up in the age, which is currently creating. And there we go. Ooh, that's a nice purple sky we've got there. Kind of like that purple sky, actually. I might have to remember that. But you come on out here and all of a sudden I'm on fire. What the heck? Everything seems normal, but when I get out of the water, walk around a little bit, I'm suddenly on fire. And after a little bit of testing, I realized that what it is there's a new, or seems to be anyway, I haven't really done any reading on it yet, but what it seems to be is there's new instability rules. Instead of just having a world that's starting to collapse slowly, which also happens, well, I assume I've found some what I would describe as instability blocks, little blue blocks. Nope, I thought maybe that was them, but that's just water. Little blocks that look kind of like, if you've seen the blue goo mod, that show up and spread around and start corrupting the age, or like taint, in the previous version of Minecraft, or of Thaumcraft. But there's also other instability rules that affect the player when they're in worlds that are unstable. In this one, I'm catching on fire when I'm walking out here uncovered, unprotected. If I stay under the trees or go underground, it seems to be that I don't get affected. But in other worlds, I get things like nausea and hunger and poisoned, that debuff that affects your mind speed, so all kinds of crazy different instability rules. Which is, I don't know, it's kind of neat. I'm a little torn on it, though, because it was kind of convenient to just whip through a bunch of ages trying to work on your symbol creation, you know, because normally you don't have any symbols to begin with. So you have to just pick random ages, and now the random ages could be very problematic. I mean, if you've ended up in a flat world or a world without water and you're on fire the moment you walk out there, what are you going to do about it? I mean, you might, if you happen to have brought along a bucket of water, then you can put yourself out, but otherwise you're just going to burn up and die. Which, you know, maybe that's part of the complication of playing in Mystcraft, but it also doesn't seem very fun. to me. And fun is part of the most important parts of playing a game, in my opinion. But I don't know, I'm kind of torn. I kind of see where it's coming from, and it's kind of neat, but it's also, in some ways, a little less fun. So, anyway, I thought I'd show that off real quick, and I'm kind of liking this purple sky, so I might play around with that purple sky a little bit more. But first off, we'll head back to the overworld. I made myself just a quick linking book, and since this age is unstable, I'll just throw that off the thing, and we will start working on another age. So there's two things mainly that I'm kind of testing around besides trying to figure out new features and stuff. And that is deciding what biomes I want in my sky world. And also what I want the sky settings to be, as far as the sky color, sunset color, fog color, that sort of thing. So the first one is pretty easy to test. I mean, right now I've also got extra biomes back in, so I've got a ton of different biomes to choose from. But I really don't think I want very many biomes on my skyblock world. My mining world can have all kinds of crazy ones, and probably will, just so I can go around and harvest all kinds of neat different things, and then I'll take them back to my skyblock world and plant them there, or construct them there, or whatever. But I really don't think I need too many actual biomes in that skyblock world. So let's just go and maybe play around with some of these a little bit for skyblocks. So, or skylands, whatever it's called. Oh, also, just in some quick testings, it seems that accelerated now increases instability. I don't know that for sure. Like I said, I haven't really done any reading, but I thought I constructed a couple ages that had everything they needed, but I made them accelerated, and there was still some instability. So that's probably a good thing, though. Accelerated was fairly overpowered. Things could grow really fast when you had a bunch of accelerated symbols in a world. But anyway, let's make a Skylands here, and standard biome controller. Let's just go for a single biome, I think. And I want to go with like extreme hills or something for that biome, because extreme hills is, I think, normal humidity, normal heat, or normal temperature, which I'm going to want for forestry bees for the most part. Just something pretty vanilla and normal. So I think I'm going to start off with that, and we'll pop into this Skylands and check it out. We'll have to set up all the rest of these symbols first, though. I'm liking the idea of black fog, so we'll go with that first, and I might change my mind, obviously, but black fog seems to work. And what that does for the most part is off in the distance is black, so if you're looking straight down, it just looks like it's blackness looking down into the void. Pretty cool. Let's see, that purple was pretty cool. Let's go with that again, though maybe play with it a little bit and go red, blue, and make it a little darker with maybe a black. Sure, so we'll go red, blue, black for the sky for this time around. So I've got, what, fog and sky. Clouds, I think I want just white clouds. At least for now, anyway. We'll see, I could make gray clouds. Let's try gray clouds. Do I have black clouds? Yeah. And chromatic sunset. Just because when the sun is actually setting, I like to see, you know, the pretty color changes and stuff. Terrain features, let's go for lava lakes and lakes, and I don't think I want anything else. Terrain generation's already covered. Time. Let's go fast time for testing. I think probably once I'm actually doing Skylands, I'm going to go with slow time. I'm not going to go with eternal day, because if I'm using chromatic sunset, it'll never show up. You never get any of the chromatic features if the sun doesn't move, because it seems that the colors from the chromatic symbols are all tied to where the sun is in the sky. So as the sun moves, the colors change. So we'll just try fast time so we can watch the chromatic sunset and make sure that it looks pretty decent with these colors. Weather, definitely want no weather. World modifiers, I don't need any of those. So let's give this one a try and see what this looks like. There we go. Oh, see, that's a nice dark purple sky. I kind of like that. Looks like we've got some nice water too. That's good. All in all, this looks pretty good, I think, for building on. Also, as you can see, I don't have my normal texture pack in yet because Xenocontendi is not quite ready for 1.4.2. Though I popped in and took a look at the thread, and he says he's working on it. So hopefully it'll be soon because I miss my texture pack. It's not a very dramatic pack. It doesn't make really big changes, but I just like the way it kind of cleans up some of the blocks just a little bit, and I just like the way it looks. So let's slip into creative here and just fly around a bit. See, I kind of like this extreme hills because you've got a lot of good cliffs and things, which makes for interesting building. I don't really need the trees in place to begin with. For the most part, they seem to be more of a nuisance than anything after doing the last Let's Play with the skyblock world. The trees are just kind of a nuisance. You just mow them down as you're building, and then or you have to mow them down while you're building. And I think I'd rather just go with this extreme hills and add trees when I want them. And that way I also have the benefit of adding the types of trees I want as well, and not having to pick a biome related to it. Since I've got extreme biomes in here, I'll have, autumn trees and all kinds of redwoods and all kinds of crazy tree choices. So I can just throw those in here and it won't be a problem. One thing I am thinking, oh, this is awesome. I really like this area where it's got that low lying and a bunch of cliffs here. Man, that's cool. Hope I can find something fairly similar to that when I'm actually ready to start playing. Because that would be perfect. Have a nice high area for, Thaumcraft Tower or a big home, a castle of some sort, and then have all your villagers down there, little peons down below you. That's perfect. I don't remember what I was saying. I was talking about trees, I think. Whatever. Oh, I remember. One thing I might need, though, in the sky world is a forest biome of some sort after all. Because to breed valiant bees, they have to be in a forest. I suppose I could breed valiant bees somewhere else, or I could just not worry about valiant bees. I mean, I haven't really done any of those on any of my Let's Play series anyway. It's not a big deal, but I might like to have the option to do it. Maybe we'll have to try one with maybe extreme hills and then some sort of forested hills too and see how it turns out. Let's head back and make one of those. So all in all, this one was pretty good actually. Let's throw it in there and say 10 X hills, dark purple for sky. I kind of liked that sky color. It might be a little too dark though for sky. We'll see. And let's throw 11 in there and try doing a biome controller. Do I want a checkerboard? I don't think I really want checkerboard. Let's go with well, let's come down here first and make it a skyblock. And terrain generation standard. Then let's go with maybe small biomes. I wonder if you can use two of the same one. So we can go like extreme hills, forest hills. I don't know if we can do that. Let's give that a try. Let's go with standard lighting, I guess. Sky. Okay, so we had a nice dark purple that time. Let's go with a different purple and see how we can come up with red sky, blue sky. Maybe we'll make it a bluer one instead. There we go. And then black fog, chromatic sunset. Is there a no? Nope. Let's just go white clouds. Cool. And terrain features, I'm liking the lakes and lava lakes. That's working pretty well, I think. Time, again, we'll go fast for testing purposes, just so we can see the chromatic. No weather. There we go. Let's give this one a try and see how it looks. With a forest biome mixed in, and a slightly different colored sky. That sky isn't bad. It's a little lavendery, but not terrible. Probably getting just a little bit of chromatic left over from that too. Looking pretty good though. Alright. It looks like we don't have any instability, or at least no instability effects on us from picking extreme twice and then forested hills once. So that might work. That's good to know. And let's check these. So we're in a forest hill here. And we're extreme. Just want to make sure there's no LC 95. I don't know what that LC stands for. Right there next to extreme hills. Holy cow, that's a long drop right there. Kinda don't like the color change of the grass, but not much I can do about that. That's built into Minecraft now, I think. Though I might play around with it, we'll see. And the clouds are down below me, which is kind of weird. So I picked black fog. Why is it? I thought I picked black fog. Oh no, see, there's the sky color. At full noon, that's actually a pretty good color. I like that. Maybe I should pick a different color cloud, just because that looks pretty weird down there below you, being bright white like that. Maybe I should make it darker. Pick a gray or something. But this forested hills plus extreme hills seems to still be making interesting landscapes, which is a good sign. I might be able to use that. I'm getting some highs and some lows. I wonder what an extreme hills plus just like a regular forest would do instead of forested hills. Maybe I'll give that a try next. Alright, well this one's looking pretty good. I need to mess around with the clouds a bit because I'm not liking white clouds, so I'll have to remember that. No white clouds. Oops. Back to game. This is what I meant. Let's make a note of no white clouds right here. Did that add anything at the end? Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh, it added white fog there at the end. Interesting. Thought we picked black fog. We did. I wonder why it added that. Well, we'll just have to keep an eye on it. This is actually 11 too. We'll add 11. Alright, let's make another description book and try it with extreme hills and just a regular forest this time. Skylands. Terrain Gen Standard. Biome Controller. Small seemed to be pretty good. And go Extreme Hills, Extreme Hills. Do we just want to go regular forest? Or do we want... Well, let's go ahead and make Autumn Woods. Why not? We'll see what that looks like. And we'll go standard lighting. My black fog didn't seem to stick for some reason that time, so we'll just make sure we get that. We'll do white clouds mixed with black clouds to get gray, and we'll see how that works. That sky wasn't too bad. Let's go with red and a blue and just a blue, and not mix black in there this time, and see how that looks. Alright, so we got, oh, and then chromatic sun. Actually, let's go with like red sunset and see how that turns out. There we go. Terrain features, lava lakes, Terrain gen, we've already got. Time. Fast, just so we can see sunrises and sunsets. No weather. Here we go. Alright. Well, that sky color's not too bad. It's not really quite as purple as the original one. I kind of liked the first one the best, I think. We'll see how the sunset turns out, though. Let's look at the terrain gen, see how this looks. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, here we go. This is getting a little more interesting. Oh, these are just little moats over here. Yeah, I'm not really seeing a whole lot of difference, to be honest, between the regular forest, which is at, kind of normal Y level, versus the forested hills mixed with the extreme forest. Because see, this autumnal hill here is way up, almost as high as the mountains next to it, just like the forested hills was. So I'm not seeing a lot of difference there. So maybe it doesn't matter much which one I pick. I do like the autumn trees though, they look good. Where is temperature and humidity here if I'm looking? I'm not sure where that is, even if it's listed anymore at all. Let's see. Let's go into REIs. Did I not change my render type? I did not. Nope, I don't have climate or humidity on there either. Well, I'll just have to figure it out, I guess. Without the bees, that might be difficult to figure out, so I might have to wait until forestry to do that part of the testing to make sure that, you're supposed to explode. Yeah, whatever. Just to make sure that I've got all the biome temperatures and humidity that I actually need for the bees that I want. But I think these count as forests for valiant bees, though that would actually be an important thing to test too if I'm bothering to put forests in. I'll have to make a note of that to test that once forestry is available. All in all though, this is looking pretty good. I liked the sunset. Let's see if we can get one to pop up here real quick. Yeah, nope, see, I definitely like the chromatic sunset sunrise. See, it's just gray. Even though it's supposed to be red, all it does is blend kind of the red with the sky, and it just doesn't work as well as the chromatic. I like the chromatic better. That's easy enough, though. I thought I did, but I figured it was worth a shot. Well, we did get a little bit of water. That's good. I would definitely like water in my sky map somewhere. I think in the next Let's Play, I'm also going to do a slightly smaller island than I had in my 1.2.5 one, in the realms of Dr. Moooo. Though I think I'm going to keep the name, just because it's basically the same concept, it's just updated to the new Minecraft, so I think I'm going to continue with the realms of Dr. Moooo, maybe Redux or something. I'm going to keep or make it a slightly smaller size, because the previous one filled up pretty much an REI's minimap, going from top corner to bottom corner. And I think I'm going to reduce that by about maybe 2/3 of a map, maybe even a little bit smaller. Just because I don't really need all that much building area, and if I've got that much building area, I kind of feel compelled to fill it. And then it's a little overwhelming, and it's just not as fun. So I think I'm going to cut down my island just a little bit, maybe have a couple other islands really nearby, like, 8 squares away or something, and that'll be where dinosaurs live if the Fossils and Archaeology mod gets updated. Because I definitely still want to use the dinosaurs. They're pretty cool to have around, even though obviously they attack you and can be kind of annoying to actually have really nearby. Having them close is kind of cool. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys some of the testing I was doing with Mystcraft. So at this point it looks like we can expect a sky world with maybe some sort of purple sky and chromatic sunset. Haven't quite decided on the clouds yet, just because, well, maybe I'll just try black clouds and see how that looks down there. I don't know, hard to say. So haven't quite decided on the clouds yet. And then small biomes with probably a couple extreme hills and one forest mixed in, maybe the autumnal forest. So that's what it's looking like so far. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed watching me do my little testing here, just to see how my mind works when I'm doing some testing. And you'll come back for some more episodes, and once I start the actual 1.4.2 Let's Play series, you'll join me for that as well. In the meantime, have fun and keep mooing.